Hey, good morning, Ramblers, and welcome to this week's virtual news. Happy homecoming. Don't forget that today we do have a homecoming parade at 1:30. I'll be meeting my students in front of the elementary office outside there at about 1:15. So if you'd like to come, you're welcome to park in the Child Development Center, the preschool parking lot across the street from the elementary. And I'll see you there. We can cheer for the Ramblers as the parade comes by the school. Okay, a couple things to talk about. This week, our kids are supposed to be at 81% completion. By the end of next week, that should be up to 90%, and then pretty much finished by the week after that. I've got many of my students have already finished quarter three, and have begun quarter four. I've got some kids who have actually finished the entire school year. They're working on next year. And so I'm not super worried about people being finished by the end of the week after next, but that is what we're shooting for, is to have everything wrapped up by then. And then that week before spring break is when I can open up, or I will be opening up quarter four if it's not already open, for kids to work on that. And then obviously we've got until that first week of June to finish. Now, if you are, I've had a couple people express interest, and even this week we had a student who returned to the building. As the school year is winding up, and we've now hit the 1 year anniversary, or we're about to hit the 1 year anniversary of the school shutdown due to coronavirus. And if your son or daughter is expressing an interest, or you are personally interested in having them come back to the building after spring break, please just let me know, and we will do whatever we need to do to make that happen. I just want to make sure I'm in the loop so I can make sure the office knows what's going on. Now, speaking of coming back to the building and in-person education, I wanted to give everyone a heads up of an unusual opportunity that I've got that'll be the week before spring break. We've had one of our teaching staff, Mrs. Cleese, who's one of my favorite co-workers. She has actually got a new position, and she'll be leaving McBain, and I'm disappointed about that, but excited for her. And they've got a long-term sub coming in after spring break, but there's a 1 week period, that last week before spring break, where we don't have a sub to cover her classroom. And so I will be doing that. I'll be teaching first grade in person. Never done that before. So I'll be looking forward to that experience, but it will mean that the week before spring break, I'll have some limited availability, and I'll probably be doing a lot of my communication with families either through email or through text message, as opposed to the FaceTime that I typically use. So if you could plan on helping me out that week, which would be the week of, it is March 22nd, that Monday, if you could reach out to me, either by sending me a text message, just let me know what your child is working on, what you've got going on, and then again on that Wednesday, that way I can make sure that I've got my communication logs are being met, and I'll respond to you, and it'll be a little bit backwards. So instead of me reaching out to you, you'll be reaching out to me, and I'll just give you a quick response. But given the fact that I'll be doing a full-time teaching job, and then in addition to my normal job, it's going to be a little bit of a busy week. I do hope that your kids have been enjoying the Reading Month activities, either by doing the the Pit Spitters, reading logs, the Masked Reader TV show that we've been producing and having fun with that, and some of the other activities that I included on the Google Doc that I sent out last week. If you are interested, we are doing a montage video of the entire school of kids with their favorite books. And so all you have to do is take a picture of your child or children with their favorite books, or a short little 3 or 4 second video. I'm going to splice those together for my virtual families, and then that gets added in with all of the other classroom teachers, and we're making one big video. I'll probably set it to music, and it'll be everyone with their favorite books. So pretty exciting. We all will get to be on TV if we want to. So let's see. I'm checking my list right here. I think I've covered just about everything. One last little bit of personal/professional information. I want to thank everyone for the positive feedback I got when I said that I was going to apply to be the superintendent of McBain. The last time they interviewed superintendents, they only had 2 choices to choose from. This time they had 14. So that's really good. A lot more competition this time. Because there was a lot more competition, there were a lot more people who had a lot more experience than me. And so I actually did not get an interview, but I'm totally fine with that. As I told the board in my letter, I'm just really honored and happy to be working in McBain. whether that means teaching or administration or whatever. It's a great district, and I work with great families, and so I'll just be continuing to do that in my current capacity. So that should wrap up this week's news. If you've got any questions, feel free to give me a call or email me. Thanks for all the hard work, and one more time, just for the record, we'll be shooting for 90% by the end of next week and have all of our classes finished by the Friday the week after, which would be the 19th. Thanks so much, Ramblers, and we will talk to you soon.